going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another daily Manchester City transfer update. Before I do crack on with today's transfer update, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, you want to stay up to date every single day on YouTube with all the latest Manchester City transfer news. Make sure you have subscribed to my channel. It is free. It's going to be very busy out there. There's going to be lots of news, so do subscribe. It's going to be hectic. Anyway, social media links, they're in the description below and slide across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. TikTok link also in the description if you want to go and follow me on there. Do leave a thumbs up. We're going to go ambitious here. 400 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. And most importantly, do let me know your thoughts in the comments below, as I'm always interested in what you do have to say with regards to these transfers. So we're going to dive right in. We're going to start off with the contract news. We're going to speak about Rico Lewis. Now, he has signed a new deal at Manchester City until 2028. Fantastic news, fully deserved. And if you ask me, he is a top talent, and Man City tying him down to a 5-year contract is a cracking bit of business. Homegrown talent. Rico gets a 5-year contract, gets a nice pay rise with that as well. Everybody's winning here. Everybody's got a really good deal, and Rico has been with Manchester City since a child, so it's brilliant to see these top homegrown talents coming through, prospering from the City Football Academy and blossoming in the Manchester City first team. Brilliant to see. Well done there to Rico Lewis. Now, moving on to the outs. So much to talk about. We're going to start off first with Maximo Perrone. Now, Sports Witness says that Las Palmas have spoken to Chiqui about taking Maximo Perrone on loan for the season. They said they're going to guarantee that he will get plenty of game time there with them in La Liga. They want to continue his development. They're interested in that. They're awaiting word from Manchester City. Man City, before they loan any of these players out there in and around the first team squad, they need clarification on who they are going to bring in first. So it may be a case that we have to bring players in before these young players anyway, the likes of Cole Palmer, James McAtee, Taylor Harwood-Bellis, obviously Maximo Perrone. Before the futures of these players get sorted, City will need to know what their squad's going to look like. So I'm expecting Man City at least to sign a couple of players. It could well be, and I'm hearing rumours City could be looking for 3 players. So as I said, going to be very busy. Anyway, speaking of Taylor Harwood-Bellis, got the very latest on him, and the Telegraph have said that there is interest from the Championship in Taylor Harwood-Bellis. Leeds United, Leicester City, Southampton, they're all keen on taking Taylor Harwood-Bellis on loan. Word from Manchester City is they're open to a permanent move as well as a loan deal, so we'll wait to see if any of them clubs do come in with a permanent offer. If not, it could well be a loan to one of the top clubs in the Championship. Now, moving on, we've got the very latest on Stefan Ortega Moreno and Pep Guardiola in his press conference in the build-up to Manchester City's European Super Cup match against Sevilla. Pep Guardiola has confirmed that Bayern Munich are interested in signing Stefan Ortega Moreno, and he said that it is up to Stefan as to whether he wants to stay at Manchester City or whether he wants to leave. He says he rates him, he wants him to stay, but there's nothing that he can do. At the end of the day, it is up to Stefan on what he wants to do. Now, Florian Plettenberg has said that Ortega is impressed by Bayern Munich and their interest. He would be keen on going to Bayern Munich to be their number one. Not too sure how serious the injury is to Manuel Neuer, but I presume pretty damn serious if Ortega thinks he's going to be going in, he's going to be their new number one. He says no decision has been made as of yet. City are offering Stefan Ortega Moreno a new contract to try and keep him at Manchester City. Is this going to be a case of Kyle Walker, or are Bayern Munich going to be able to get their man? The big difference here is Stefan Ortega Moreno is German, so he may want to go to the biggest and best club in Germany. It may be an opportunity here for him to get more game time at a top European club. So we'll have to wait and see. A decision on his future is going to be made after the Super Cup. Now, moving on, we've got the latest on Joao Cancelo, and Rob Dawson over at ESPN has said that Manchester City, they are happy to loan Joao Cancelo to Barcelona this summer, as long as Barcelona are willing to pay an obligation fee next summer rather than an option. Manchester City are said to be asking for around 60 million euros next summer. Talks are continuing this week. I'd be absolutely delighted if we got 60 million euros, whether that be this summer or next summer, for Joao Cancelo. That would be a really good fee for Manchester City. Now, Sport have said that Barcelona, they want to negotiate that fee. They're only willing to pay €25 million, which is €35 million short of what Manchester City are looking for in that obligation fee. So we're definitely some way apart on a fee. Is that going to happen? Who knows? I certainly, just like with Aymeric Laporte that we're going to speak about in just one moment, I wouldn't rule out a Saudi Arabian club coming in for him and paying potentially nearer the asking price that Man City are looking for. Now, speaking of Aymeric Laporte, big update on him, and Fabrizio Romano has said that Laporte, with the injury picked up to one of the Arsenal players in defence, Arsenal are interested in signing Aymeric Laporte. Manchester City would prefer not to sell to Arsenal. Then Fabrizio Romano has said that Al Nassr have, in Saudi Arabia, they have increased their personal terms offer to Aymeric Laporte to try and get him to go there. And then this morning, Sky Sports have gone one further and said that Manchester City have now accepted a bid from Al Nassr for Aymeric Laporte. No fee has been mentioned. It is believed, according to David Ornstein, that Aymeric Laporte would be interested in a move to Saudi Arabia. Manchester City are believed to have accepted a bid that is meeting Man City's value for Aymeric Laporte, which last we were reported on that was believed to be around £30 million. Now, to me, if clubs are picking up Aymeric Laporte for £30 million, some big European clubs have really missed out. Arsenal were interested, but not making a move. Real Madrid are needing a left-sided centre-back, but not making a move. Could have picked him up for £30 million, a top-class left-sided centre-back. I'm amazed no European clubs have come in as of yet. Things could change. It is believed that Laporte has accepted personal terms believed to be £400,000 per week to play in Saudi Arabia. Whopping amount of money. Man City could be set to lose Aymeric Laporte. Now, moving on to the ins, we've got a player that we've not spoken about now in a couple of months. It comes in the form of an update on Tyresse Noubissie. Now, Manchester City have signed him from Leicester City. He played for their under-16 side, so I imagine he's just going to come to Manchester City and he's going to play for the City Football Academy. So firstly, wanted to welcome Tyresse to Manchester City. The secret scout announced back in June that Man City were interested in making this signing happen. Fabrizio Romano announced yesterday that he had signed for Manchester City. Valentin Barco over at Boca Juniors in Argentina. Now, Emiliano Raddi, a source at ESPN close to Boca Juniors, has said that Manchester City and Brighton and Hove Albion are both willing to pay Boca Juniors release clause for Barco, which is believed to be $10 million. He's a 19-year-old left back. He wants to stay until the cup competitions have been completed in South America. Then he wants to make a decision on his future. Will it be Brighton? Will it be Manchester City? City's name certainly being put out there. Now, moving on, we've got the very latest on Michael Olise at Crystal Palace. Man City looks set to miss out on Michael Olise from Palace, as Chelsea have now activated his release clause. According to David Ornstein, his release clause believed to be £35 million. Man City were interested a couple of weeks back. We've not moved that on from interest. Chelsea have. So it looks like Chelsea are going to get Michael Olise rather than Manchester City. Now, moving on, we've also got an update on Jeremy Doku. Now, Jack Gohan has said that Manchester City, they are yet to finalise a deal for Jeremy Doku. Foot Mercato has said that Manchester City have got a 5-year verbal agreement in place with Jeremy Doku's representatives, but says Manchester City are yet to talk with Rennais about negotiating that price. Talks will happen this week sometime for Man City to try and get that deal sorted. It is believed that City focusing more on Lucas Paqueta rather than Jeremy Doku, but that could well change because Foot Mercato has said that West Ham are also interested in signing Jeremy Doku and are eyeing up hijacking Manchester City's move for Jeremy Doku. So if Man City want Doku, they may have to act quicker than maybe what they were anticipating to sign him. That is if Man City all want to move this past interest, or whether City are bothered about West Ham hijacking this move, or whether this is a tactic being played by Rennais to try and get Man City to pay more, remains to be seen. It's a development that I am keeping my eyes on. Now, moving on to the final transfer of this video, takes us on to a very quick update on Lucas Paqueta, and Jack Gohan has said that Manchester City are going to press ahead to try and sign Lucas Paqueta with a deal expected to cost up to £80 million. This is believed to be a priority signing due to the injury to Kevin De Bruyne, which we've had announcement from Pep Guardiola. He's going to be out until the early parts of 2024. He's out for 4 months. He may need an operation on his hamstring to get him back to full fitness. And at Kevin De Bruyne's age as well, 32 years old, sometimes them hamstrings never recover. That's something Man City seriously have to think about, something they have to think about for the next 4 months. It's something they have to think about long term when replacing Kevin De Bruyne, which is why I think we're getting linked with a long-term replacement, because if things go very south with Kevin De Bruyne, Man City could be left very short. And right now Man City are needing additions to their squad to strengthen their squad, because after all, we had a brilliant season last season in winning the treble, but we want to go one step further. They want to do something no one's ever done before: win the quadruple, win more trophies, win the European Super Cup, win the Club World Cup, add the League Cup to the collection as well. Man City are a very ambitious club. The only way you win these big trophies in the same season is having a really good, well-balanced squad. And we had a good, well-balanced squad last season. At the moment, not really that balanced. We're looking a bit short, which is why City can't move on these young players on loan to get the minutes that they need, because we need to sign some senior first-team players. To me, we need at least 2, potentially 3. So there we go. That has been today's transfer update. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Leave a thumbs up. As I said, ambitious. 400 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you are new around here. Daily Manchester City transfer updates here throughout the rest of the summer transfer window to keep you guys up to date every single day here on YouTube with all the latest Manchester City transfer news. Do subscribe. It is free. Also, don't forget social media links. They're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorship for any videos or any general business inquiries. TikTok link also in the description if you want to go and follow me on there. And I'll see you guys again religiously tomorrow for the next daily Manchester City transfer update. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.